going on, guys? I'm trying to get our final material list so that I can wrap this project up. We're about to start running the hot water lines, but first I gotta drill some more holes and we gotta top off the rest of the cold water. Let's get to it. All right. I guess if we're gonna drill some holes, we're gonna have to move this out of the way. Yeah. Well, put it back up there for a second and kind of get an idea of where I want the water lines. I don't think I want to split the stud. I want to keep them both on the same side. Probably on this side. Hopefully we don't hit anything. We can just drill straight on down. Woo! Eureka! Well, since we know we got one hole, we're gonna go ahead and do the next hole right beside it. Actually, I'm gonna double check that hole from underneath before we drill that hole. Oh, under. It should just be right here somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? Aha! And I'm so glad I did not just drill the hole right beside it. Look at there. The stud is gonna be right on us. And up top, there's a stud right here. So it looks like we're gonna be coming over a little bit more. I would say at least that far. And now I also know that where I'm gonna have to go for my cold water here. I'm gonna have to do another extra loop up back around. I should have waited to do that, but that's okay. All right. So what I say, at least that far. We'll go ahead and spread it out a little more. Make sure we got plenty of room. Hot and cold, ready to go. While we're in here, I'm gonna go ahead and tear down this wall here behind us that we no longer need, since I'm gonna be having the corner shower. And I'm also gonna go ahead and drill the hot and cold water for over on this side where the sink's gonna go. And I think to remove this wall, I'm gonna be using our Craftsman handy dandy Sawzall. I'm just gonna make a couple of cuts up top right here, and then as well on the bottom there and there. I'll try to pull those on down and we'll get them out pretty good, I think. Easy does it. I think that ought to be pretty good. Yeah. Woo! Light coming down. Light's coming down. I guess I could always put a metal blade on and cut the nails. Alright, bad idea. We'll just cut a little lower. Might be hitting the nail. enter the next contestant. There we go. All right. Let's get all this outside and cleaned up. All right, so now I got a measurement. We're fisting to lay it on down. Let's lay it out. We got 36 1/4 by 18 1/2. 36 1/4. So really plus another 1/2 inch. 36 3/4. Vanity, it's the vanity. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of room to be able to be in the sink and the shower be behind you. Or do we want to turn it this way? That is going to be a question. Let's check it out. Just temporary, stay down. Wow, I think I might kind of like it like that a little better. Let's go ask Lyssa. You want the vanity like this? Or you want the vanity like this?
Probably like this so we can put a mirror on the wall.
That's why I called you.
I can still use that.
Yeah. The plug can still go there. Plug can still go there. Whoop. I gotta see how that affects my water line underneath, but I don't think it's gonna affect me too bad. To be honest, it's kind of perfect for my drains. My shower drain should be able to come and catch this drain and take it out. Come in and turn. It can turn and catch the toilet drain and then go out, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm not sure how much of all that you guys just seen, since the camera was way up here holding on to the lights and flipped upside down. But this is pretty much what we got figured out now. We went ahead and threw the shower together just so I could get an idea of what needed to be done, and so that I could see what it looks like with the holes and everything and where it's going to line up at. And it looks like where I chose to put it on the right hand side was going to be the right decision. Because right there in the middle is where the stud comes down anyway, and I don't know about putting the left and the right and the hot and the cold on the different sides of the stud right there. So now we have went ahead and figured out that we're going to put the vanity over there. And good thing about that is that the drains, I should be able to line those drains up perfect. The shower drain and the sink drain should be able to easily line up. And I'm also not going to be drilling a hole in the wall for the water to stub up. I'm going to go ahead and wait, and then I'll drill a hole in the floors and stub them up. That way hot and cold can come right up there in the floor area. Things are getting real exciting. I'm going to crawl back under there and just verify a couple of things, and then I'm going to double check our list. We're going to have to go to the hardware store to get what we need. Alright, it's easy to find out right here because I did just stub it out. It's kind of just laying in the area right here. Ugh. All right, so I see there's actually the hole for my, there's actually the hole right there for my shower drain. Looks like that's gonna run all the way down and probably drop up under here too. And it looks like right here where I got this water teed off, I think that's gonna be just fine. It's gonna end up probably coming right here. And if I need to pull this back and turn this around a little bit, I think it's gonna be just fine to go back up in this area or something like that. Matter of fact, here's my electrical, and I know that it's just right in front of that, so it is gonna probably be right here. Nice. Elmer's Plumbing, Electrical, and Hardware. I'm glad they have a really nice hardware store here in Paris that I'm able to run into town real fast and grab a couple of things that I need. Let's go in here and find out what we need. All right, here we go. We got it right here. I know right where this stuff is. Oh, look at there. I said I know right where it is. And here we go. Push fit, PEX, fittings, aisle 15. Here we go, here we go. Now, if I'd have been smart when I started this job, I would have just bought a big thing of elbows and a big thing of tees, and I wouldn't be here buying 5, 10, and 15 of each in that. Now that I'm almost done with the job, I already know how many I need now. Let's break out the list and see what we need. All right, my terrible handwriting. So for my 90s, it looks like I need 8 of them. 8 times, where's my 90s? La 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 la. Somewhere, here we go. Elbows, 329. So probably about 350 after tax. I need 8 of them, even if it was just $3 a pack and not the $3.29, that would bring me at least to $24. And I can get a 10 pack right here for $17.99. That is gonna be the way to go. I also need one more tee, so we'll have to break on down and get another one of these. Oh no, there's no more of these. How's it going? So we'll probably just get some plumbing strap for that. And I do know I need at least another bag of these, so where's the smaller bag? I only need one bag of clamps or clasp. I found one. I also need the plugs. Looks like they only come in a 5 pack, so I'm gonna need several of these, at least 2. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab us a big roll of the plumber strap right here, 50-foot roll, $12.99. I do fancy the plastic strap a little bit better, but that's okay. We're gonna grab this. Now I know I'm not gonna be buying any of this right now, but it is good to know that they have this right here. Check it out. This is pretty simple. I think I could do that. Not too bad. I was thinking about the shower right here. I don't need one with a tub bib on it. This looks like a pretty basic one. Not too bad. I'll have to talk to Lyssa first. Let's go ahead and pay for this stuff, get back to the house, and finish up this plumbing project. Not too bad, guys. We got out of there under $100, so I'll call that a win. I almost couldn't find the car because I'm still in the rental. Getting back to the house. Let's get to work. Oh, hot water, pull the pipe. All the way down. Something like that. I think I might just go all the way across. All right, up and over or just under? I mean, really, I don't think it matters. little bit of stress. But honestly, I don't see that. Yeah, I guess. Oh, crawl with me. When's the last time you army crawled? Come on. Be real now. When's the last time you army crawled? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Oh, you're army crawling right now. I think I'm good right there. I think I'm gonna start from this end and work my way back. I'm nearing the end of these clamps, but that's why I bought the plumber strap. Come on. All right. So this will be a T. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and connect here and I can keep going down. I know this has to go over and across where there'll be one more T. I guess while I'm right here, I can go ahead and do the cold water. Hot water is going to be on your left, which is my right. That's right here. Here's the cold water right here. So I'm going to T this way and then 90 this way. And then 90 up. So I need one more 90 for right here. One more elbow. And that's cold water shower. And while we're here, we're gonna cap both the cold water sink and the cold water toilet. We are gonna stub up with the cold water shower. That is officially the end of the cold water underneath the house. That is really awesome. You can see it right here where my 3/4 line came all the way to here. It stopped. It came all the way to here. It stopped and went into a reducing fitting where it reduced from 3/4 to 1/2 inch. I branched off this 1/2 inch right here, goes all the way around, and that goes down to the cold water sink and to the cold water toilet. Off of this end, it actually branches off to two things. It actually branches off twice again to this one that goes all the way down to the front to the washroom, and then this one is going to be cold water shower. Right up. It's time to make a couple plugs and run some hot water line. All right. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, crap, I did it again. Oh, man. They don't come off easy. Oh, got it. Hey, if you guys ever do that and mess up like I did, you can use the ring and slide up under the end of that and pull it right out. And the toilet. Will you marry me? You may kiss the toilet hose. I'll pass. It's my toilet hose. All right, I do believe for underneath, that's all the cold water connections and crimps. Let's finish off this hot. Lots more to find. All right, so I do need to go all the way that way. Ooh, pay attention. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. The 1/2 inch pecs you can really kind of straighten out a lot easier. All right, now I gotta get some to go up there. So that's 18, it's about 36, that's about 4 foot. So I'm gonna say that just to, whoop, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hit you with the pipe. I hit you with my pipe. I know this is more than enough, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. This is gonna go up to the shower. Okay, and that's perfect. Don't forget our ring. I know I've mentioned it before. Yes, all this pipe will get insulated for sure. And I'm also going to be skirting all the way around everything anyway, so we're good to go there too. Another T over here. Ugh. All right. I gotta cut this pipe. Put this T right here. Ay, ay, ay. Ugh. Oh. Uh-oh, that sounded like I knocked it down in there. Oh, don't forget the ring. Man, I can tell I'm getting tired under here. Not really too tired. My neck is a little strained, but it's not too bad. All right. And now we're gonna branch off this way, and this will catch the hot water for the sink somewhere. Yeah, nice. All right, let's plug this line. I think I am gonna cut it because I know it's gonna be somewhere right here. I know it is. I'm gonna do something right here anyway, rather if it's gonna be a T or a 90. Hey, rather be too long than too short. I know that. Yeah! All right, that's hot water sink, hot water shower. Let's go on down and make a turn and get towards the water heater. Might not need to use a 90 right here. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. I'm just gonna keep it running. I'm gonna put a strap right here and hold it tight. I definitely went strap crazy on the cold water. Boom. Somewhere about here. I'll come back and finish this up because it's right here at the end. It'll be easy. And I got a little piece cut off over there. I want to see if it's long enough to reach it. Try not to have so much waste. All right. That'll be fine. On to the next. We're gonna put this pretty close. I actually need 2 holes. Oh, there's a nail there. Yeah, that'll do it. Dang. Oh, battery's dead. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go inside. Oh, well, that didn't work out the way I was hoping it would. Hey, come on now. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ring. Ring, ring, ding, ring. I didn't mean to pull another one of these out. I've had a bunch of those. Oh, snap. I put the wrong piece up there. Well. Alright, well, that's gonna be that up there. Ah, oh, man. Serenity and Jacob should be getting home soon. Obviously, this video is last week. Today is actually Thursday, Serenity's very first basketball practice. Put a strap on that. Watch your back, watch your back. This last time I hit you guys right here. And this is gonna take us all the way to the sink. Oh crap! Man down! Man down! You guys all right? Let me brush you off a little bit. All right, so it looks like I need to hang another strap right here. Hang one and get this off the ground, and plug both of those ends right there. All right, guys, you can check it out. I did get that hot water line up there, and they're both capped off. I've also capped off the pieces that are inside where the water heater is actually going to go. Guess what? We are almost finished with this rough end for the plumbing. I'm about to tap in, and we're going to do a pressure test, a leak check. We're gonna make sure we're not dripping any water before this video is over. All right, time to cap off the shower lines. And I know this is, I don't know, some people would say this is a waste of materials and a waste of time, but I want to do all this before we put any other hardware on, before we connect anything else, just to make sure I don't have any leaks underneath. What you think of the shower, Jacob?
Cool.
And then you see it taped off behind me over here? That's where the vanity and the sink's gonna go.
So you moved the shower.
Well, I didn't move the shower, I just put it in the corner.
So it's still going right there?
No, the toilet was gonna go there.
So it's going right there? Shower?
That is the shower right there.
Okay, it's going to be right there.
Yeah, here, look. This is just the water, where the water comes in right here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the shower. See?
Wow.
And then it'll be right here. And we'll have it'll come out right here.
Mm.
All right, that was the last connection that needed to be pinched up. Now it's time to go out here and shut off the water at the main up here by the road, because I got one more connection that I need to make before we can test it all out. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but when we ran the actual water line and I put in the frost-free spigot, I actually left a piece unhooked, and that piece unhooked is the water line that runs to the house. I'll show you what I mean right here. Here it is. So I've got it teed off down here is what it is. It's a 1 to 1 to 3/4 inch tee. And so right here, this is actually pressurized. You can see it's capped off, working like a charm. I'm gonna be cutting this and cutting this, putting the 3/4 elbow on, and that's gonna supply water all the way to the house. All right, we're gonna shut the water off right here. I'm not gonna put this back on until I come back up here and turn it back on. Now the long walk all the way back. I'm so excited though. It's taken 3 days to do this plumbing job, but that's only because I ran out of some material. And a couple of nights ago, we went to the top of Mount Magazine to try to go see the northern lights that were shining through, with no luck. All right, let's bleed it all out. That didn't take much. Now I know there's gonna be some kind of little bit of blowback or pressure that's still right in here. All right. There we go. Hopefully I didn't cut it too short. I think I'm good. Come on. Guess I need to spit on this one too. Well, I hope the next piece going down ain't as bad. There we go. There we go. All right. Actually, I think I might be a little long. Let's see. Let me cut this out. There we go. I'm gonna do a little test real quick to see if it's too long. I think I can get that in there. Dang, now I'm gonna cut it just a hair. I'm just gonna cut it a hair. It's the moment of truth. We're gonna go back up here and turn on the water back at the road, and we're gonna check for some leaks. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back down so it can pressurize. All right, this is a big one for us. I just finished doing the rough plumbing on our house, We're about to test the water pressure. All right, this is gonna be the first spot to check to see if it's leaking. I don't see any leaks here, guys. We're looking good. It's looking good. Woo! Step one, no leaks. Now it's about to come over here to the house at the shutoff valves. All right, here we go. Here's where we made the connection. No leaks there, and there's no leaks right here. We're about to turn on the valves. All right, it is time to test. We are gonna go ahead and test the water to the master building over here. Let's turn the valve. Let's go over here and listen for any leaks. I don't see any. I don't hear any. That's good news. Good news. All right, let's turn the other valve. All right, let's go listen for some leaks. Looking under here, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. Now I know what you guys are probably thinking. How in the world are we gonna test the hot water line since there's nothing connected to the water heater? I did a little bit of ingenuity and put my thoughts together, guys. This is what I came up with. Look at this. Look at this, a little bit of ingenuity. And this is how we're gonna test the hot water line. I've put a ball valve right here on the cold line, and we're gonna run it back all the way through the hot water line. Time to check it. Let's check the hot water line. Woo! I don't hear anything. Let's go inside and check it. Let's go inside and make sure we don't have water everywhere. All right, good news. We don't have any water coming out. We don't have any leaks in here. Only one more spot to check. All right, here it is, water line. Here's the cold water line, and there is the hot water line. No leaks. Woo, no leaks, guys. I am so excited. We can officially say the rough-in plumbing is finished. It's time to move on to the next project. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for following along on our dreams. Keep on chasing your dreams, guys. This is all a part of ours. Remember, you can dream it, you can drift it.